Today I'm going to go over how to use the grocery shopping app Flipp. So that's Flipp spelled with two P's. We're going to download it from the App Store. I'm on an iPhone, so I'm using the App Store. If you are on an Android device, you will use Google Play. Under the search tab, I'm going to type in Flipp with two P's. And it's going to be this blue icon with the cursive word Flipp. I have had this downloaded on my phone before, so I have this cloud icon here. If you've never downloaded this before, it's going to say something along the lines of get or install, and depending on your phone settings, you might be asked to enter either your iCloud password or your Google password or some other form of verification like a fingerprint or Face ID. Um, Now that I have Flipp downloaded on my phone, you can see that the app is showing on my home screen. It might also show up in your full list of apps if you have an Android device. I'm going to go ahead and open up the app. The first thing it will ask you when you first open up Flipp is if you would like to share your location with the app. You can either allow it to access your location while you're using the app, or if you would prefer not to do that, you can enter your zip code. This will ensure that you are receiving deals that are regionally specific to you. The next thing it will do is it will show you a list of retailers. So I use this app for stores that I shop at regularly. And so that's for me is only going to be things like King Soopers, Sprouts, Target. If there are other stores that you frequent on a regular basis, like Hobby Lobby or Safeway, there are a good number of retailers that partner with this app. Just know that this retailer list is not exhaustive, so there might be places that you shop at that do not work with Flipp. If you would like to let Flipp know some of your weekly staples for grocery shopping, you can do that here. Not only does this app give you the capability to view weekly ads and compare ads between different stores in one app, it also allows you to create a grocery list. And so these are items that you can keep an eye on as well as keep on your list from week to week. My list changes week to week, so I skip this step. All right, because I am giving you a tutorial right now, I'm going to go ahead and skip this tutorial, but if you would like Flipp to kind of give you a tour within the app, you would go ahead and click on continue there. I'm going to go ahead and click skip. All right. So this is the home screen of Flipp. You'll notice in the bottom left-hand corner that the Browse tab is selected. So that's going to be your kind of default home screen for this app. If you chose retailers to add to your favorites as you were setting up the app, it will also generally select the Favorites tab in the top right under the search bar. You'll see that the heart is selected. That will tell you that you are viewing your favorite retailer ads at that time. You can scroll through to see other suggestions for retailer ads that might not be in your favorites. I don't tend to use this very much. I tend to use Flipp very specifically for grocery shopping, but know that there are some other options there. So if I scroll down to look at a grocery ad, say I want to look at the King Soopers ad, all I have to do is click on that to open it up, and I can scroll through it just like I would for the regular, just like I would be able to flip through the regular printed version of the ad. If there is a deal that I am particularly interested in that I would like to save to look at later, all you have to do is tap on an item, and you'll see that a digital circle will automatically go around the item. If you want detail or want to view the details of a specific offer closer, you can always pinch and zoom to zoom in on that fine print to make sure that the deal that you are interested in is not too good to be true, and check that fine print to make sure that you are keeping in mind the exact correct item. Something to keep in mind with retailers, especially like King Soopers and Safeway, that participate in digital coupons. There are sections of the grocery ad that are like weekly digital deals or weekly digital coupons. Note that circling an item on the Flipp ad does not add that coupon. You still need to make sure that you are clipping coupons in that individual retailer's app in order to apply those to your purchases and your memberships. Once I have circled items or deals on a weekly ad, in order to easily go back and see the items that I have saved for later, if I go ahead and click on the back browse button at the top left corner of my screen, if I go to my lists, which will be in the bottom right, I will be able to see the items that I have circled on my weekly digital ads. So if I go to that list tab, the first time that you go to your list tab, this recommended section will pop up. This will be similar to those recommended weekly items. So there's kind of a quick add option here. I'm going to go ahead and close that, but if there are items on this list that you purchase regularly, feel free to just tap on the icon that you're interested in and it will add it to your grocery list. Once you've selected all of the items that you want, you will select the add item option. It's grayed out on my screen right now, but like I said, I'm going to go ahead and close this for now. And now you'll see that that goldfish offer that I circled on the King Soopers ad is showing up here on my list. If I need more details, like while I'm at the store, if I just want to double check that I'm grabbing the correct size of goldfish, if I just tap on that offer, it will open it up right in the ad and show me all of the information that I need to make sure that I'm grabbing the right item. So back at the list tab, I just want to go over a few features. So you can add things to your grocery list right here in the app. So again, if I click on that little text bar at the bottom, again, some popular recommended items will show up. So say I want to add the ingredients for a basic chicken noodle soup recipe. So I will want to add some chicken broth. You'll see as I'm typing, suggestions will pop up. So if I go ahead and click on chicken broth, and then I click on done, it will automatically add it to my list. And you'll notice it will show up under the heading pantry. I'll go ahead and keep adding. So I'll add an onion. I'll click on that recommendation. That will go under produce, as will carrots and celery. And then I'll want some chicken. That will show up under meat and seafood, and then some noodles. And that again will go under pantry. So I find this feature really convenient. It's really nice to be able to look at just the section of the grocery store that I am in while I am in the store. And as I am grabbing things, if you click on the little box next to the item on your list that you just grabbed at the store, if you add a check mark, it will go ahead and add a green check and cross out the item, but it will not remove it from the list. So that way, if you mark something by mistake or want to save these items for next week, you can go ahead and just uncheck them and they are still there. If there's something that you would like to delete from your list, you just don't want it to be there anymore, all you have to do is, so say I don't want to add noodles to my soup anymore. I just want regular chicken soup. All I have to do is swipe from right to left on the item that I want to get rid of, and it will go ahead and delete that. As I'm checking items off at the store, say I find this really helpful if I have a really long list. If I have everything but a couple checked off, if I click on this edit pencil in the top right corner, I can either delete my full list or I can clean up list. And what that will do is it will just get rid of any items that I have checked off and leave only the remaining items that I need to grab at the store. So if you are like me and you get a little bit overwhelmed by digital clutter on your screen, that cleanup list feature is very nice. Another feature of Flipp that I really enjoy is that it's very easy to compare sales on specific items. So there's a couple of ways to do this. So under the search tab, if I am interested in cooking with shrimp the next week, shrimp is a little bit more of an expensive item on your grocery list. You can search for shrimp and you'll see that deals across different retailers will all show up. So there's a sale at Target for shrimp, there is a sale at Sprouts for shrimp, and there is a sale at Safeway for shrimp. And all on one screen, I can kind of compare those deals. You might need to click through to see what the fine print on that deal is, to see if one is actually better than the other. But say I'm really interested in this deal at Sprouts, I can go ahead and click on that. And remember, by clicking on an item on an ad, it will circle it and automatically add it to my grocery list. So say I already know exactly what I want to cook, and I already have my grocery list added, or my grocery list written, and I want to compare some deals on the items on my grocery list. If I click on chicken on my grocery list, that will also automatically search for that item to look for deals across retailers so that I can choose where I want to do my grocery shopping that week in order to find the best deals on the items that I want to buy. So we've gone over the function of the Browse tab, the Search tab, and most of the features of the List tab. I did just want to touch on the Coupons tab. The Coupons tab of Flipp is frankly not very useful. Most retailers have gone to a system where in an individual retailer app, like the King Soopers app, like the Target app, you have to clip your coupons digitally in the retailer app. There are some exceptions. Here are just a few. So these retailers do still provide coupons that you can print out, but these are not coupons that are super easily usable in the app. If I were to click on one, it does not bring up a barcode that is large enough to scan at the store. So really it is an coupon that needs to be printed. So the coupons that are available in individual retailer apps are generally better. The last couple of features that I want to point out under the List tab are going to be this watch list feature. So under the watch list, you can add some items that you either buy frequently, or I use this for items that I really like to purchase but tend to be more expensive, and so I can keep an eye on sales. So examples of those items are largely going to be seafood for me, so shrimp and salmon are the two items that I tend to keep on my watch list. So you can have it sorted by favorite stores first or lowest price first. I keep the favorite stores first because even if there's an awesome sale at a store that I normally don't shop at, it has to be very good to get me to break my regular shopping habits. So I've added a couple of items there, and if I close that, you can see that the sales for those items that week are automatically showing up under my watch list, so I don't have to do an individual search every week for those items. If you and a roommate, or you and a significant other or family members often share a grocery list, You can share this grocery list with somebody else who also has the Flipp app. So say you want to share this list with your partner. Next to the edit pencil in the top corner, there's that square with the arrow. That is your share icon. This will invite you to sign up for an account. The account is free. This essentially just allows you to send an invitation to another person so that you guys can both work off of the same shopping list. My fiance and I use this feature. It's pretty darn good. Sometimes, if we are at the grocery store together and both grabbing things, depending on how good our cell phone service is, it might not pick up that he has checked off broccoli while I'm grabbing a second bundle of broccoli. But for the most part, um, it sings pretty well. So I do appreciate that share feature. That is about all I have to say about Flipp today. Hopefully this helps you compare deals and save some money while grocery shopping.